You were
Very,
talking about a legacy and how important legacies are. I'll give you a tidbit some people may not know. This will be the second summer in the history of Delta Lake that there will be no family Bible conference, no family camp. The first time was when we as an economy had to close down during World War II, either 1943 or 44, because there were restrictions on travel because of the effort in the war, and people couldn't get here. Still some cottagers came, but there was no family camp that year. So just a tidbit, a heritage moment might be worth noting.
hey, that's very good to know. It gives us hope that it didn't happen in 43, 44, and it's not happening this summer in the way that we imagined it. But God has blessed. Delta has continued, and the heritage continues, and people are being influenced. I know I love it personally. I was influenced there. My grandchildren are still going, and many, many other families can still continue that legacy. So that's great. Thanks for sharing that.
I would just say, Becky, the last thing I would add to it is, again, on the legacy side, I guess that I look at it as, the folks that have come on board to help support in this time when, it's a difficult time. It's difficult for everybody, but when we can't open in any way and have to cancel so much, I really have a sense that the folks that have partnered with us to help see us through and stand in the gap with us, there's some sense that they can celebrate, I think, just in even more ways as we look to the future. And when we hit that 100-year mark, there's an extra sense of celebration for being able to be a part of helping us get there. There's an extra sense of celebration for that soul that was lost, that God used this place and these grounds to be the place where he calls them into a personal relationship. And each person, whether it's somebody that gives, whether it's somebody that prays, whether it's somebody that volunteers, they all have a part in, the celebration that's taking place in heaven as lives are changed for eternity. And God is just choosing to use this place as the place where that takes place.
Amen. And that actually leads me to the last question. You guys are there on the grounds, and we want to know, because I'm encouraging our congregation to just be a prayer partner if they can't give, or maybe they give and they want to pray. So what are some things that we can pray for specifically during the summer, as we do not show up and see you in person, but we can pray from our homes? I know I want to include that you have Helen as a secretary. You have Pat working in the kitchen, our faithful Pat, that we have prayed through health issues with. And then you have Pat on maintenance, and you have Christiana. Is there anyone else employed right now besides you two?
No, those are the five. So I definitely would be praying for us as a staff, for the families, the staff families. Obviously, just like all of your families, everybody's going through and kind of walking through situations that we haven't had to before. So a lot of changes, a lot of things that are just different. Safety, there's a lot of projects taking place. I've been up on lifts that I do not like because I don't like heights, but it's just the things that we need to do right now. So just safety, and then wisdom. I think that a big thing now is just how do we wisely move through this time of COVID, this time of a pandemic. How do we open? When do we open? Who can we allow on the grounds? When is it okay to just allow more people to come? The whole management of the personnel or the person side of things is tricky, and we want to be respectful of people. We want to be respectful of guidelines and statutes and things that our officials are deciding, and we want to honor that. But we also want to be very respectful of personalities and people and their need to be able to congregate in fellowship. And those things, just like at our churches, those things at times come in conflict a little bit. And so we want to be able to do the best we can using the grounds that God has given us to be able to still minister, have an impact in lives, and ultimately to impact the kingdom.
Amen. Absolutely. So to reiterate, that was family, the family of the staff that are there that we mentioned, the safety, and wisdom for decisions, big decisions that need to be made. And I would add, if I would. The kids that would have been there, the campers that would have been there, and the adults that would have been there for family camp that would be influenced, that God in his perfect way would still speak to hearts even where they are. And maybe some that would have worked or attended both, because I know you get influenced by working there, not just attending there, right? So definitely pray for those who would have and are really missing it. I know our Auburn kids, I've got some pouty kids that during that week are going to be very difficult, and the parents, we can pray for them because they're going to wish they were there. I'm one of them. I'm going to be very difficult during family camp week. So
for those kids, we need to remind them of an opportunity that we call Camp in a Crate. It will be an opportunity for them to say, we want to participate in a different way. We won't be physically there, but we're going to do camp from home. And here will be things that remind us of Delta Lake. And so there's another option for your kids that are missing camp. They can participate in a fresh new way. And if you need information on that, get a hold of us at camp, or get online and text Steve at director@deltalake.org. director@deltalake.org, and we'll follow up with you.
Thanks, Steve. That's great. I didn't want to steal Steve's thunder on his next video when he starts presenting Camp in a Crate. I'm very excited about that too, but I'll wait to hear from him. I should mention your video, Steve. Every day you're giving a video from Delta. So if you are not a regular Delta website person, go to their Facebook page, to their web page, and check out what's happening. Just like you do with Auburn Alliance, you can see the videos. We call them 5 to 5. What do you call them, Steve?
Just daily words of encouragement. That's about all I got.
That's right. Daily words of encouragement. I watch them regularly. I didn't know what they were called, but I do watch them. Okay. Well, thanks so much, you guys. You've been great, and we really are with you in this, okay? Auburn Alliance is with you as a district in this time.
Thanks, Becky. Thanks, Auburn. Appreciate it.